welcome to The Kurt Locker, a podcast where we chronologically step through and discuss each film starring Kurt Russell. My name is Andrew Gormley, and I am one of your hosts. I am joined on this episode by my co-hosts. He just looks so retro, kind of 20th century. Erich Hall joins us.
Hey, 2 in a row. Hi.
That's right. And I am very excited. I had 4 planned for this person, but I'm just going to go with this one. Nobody rolls into town and disrespects her. Not Snake Plissken, not nobody. It's Whitney Nelson.
Hello, my triumphant return.
You did it. Hello.
Hi. I don't remember how to podcast.
That's okay. We're here to help.
Me either. I just screamed into the microphone.
No, that's okay. We're going to fix it all in post. Whitney, how are you? It's been, by our pre-show banter, a bit of time since we last heard from you.
Yes, scientifically, that is how it is measured in quite a bit. I'm good. I bought a house and got married and had a whole wealth of health problems since I've seen you last. But yeah, things are good.
Okay. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah. Not the health problems, obviously, but all the other very good things that have happened.
All the other stuff is great. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. How's the hubs? How's all that stuff going? Very good?
Very good.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Everything is excellent outside of the health stuff, but I'm excited to be back. To be here.
What an episode to return for. Here were your other intros if you'd like to hear them.
Yes.
She did it. She shut down the earth. That was one. Your rules are really beginning to annoy her. That's another one. And this one's a little bit more high level, not a direct quote, but she actually has walked off that court alive. So there was another one for you.
I love them all, but I think you chose the best one.
Thank you. Let's get into the contact info and housekeeping. We got a lot to get through, and I'm very excited to get to it. So as always, I want to mention you can find this and all of our other shows, podcasts at 12and24.com, along with a merch store that produces some of the highest quality materials known to man.
It's true.
Thank you, Erich. Erich gave me a lot of shit on the last episode for telling the truth, basically.
It's sales, Andrew. It's got nothing to do with the truth.
That's fair. Shirts, stickers, coffee mugs, you name it. I'm happy to report I've run my Kurt Locker mug through the dishwasher a number of times this past week since our last episode. Still holding up. So maybe I was wrong. I'm okay. I'm big enough to admit that. You can email us kurtlockerpod@gmail.com, hit us up on Twitter @kurtlockerpod, or join us on Discord and chat in real time at 12 and 24. I'm going to remove that bit about Twitter. I'm just like, I'm going off muscle memory here. I don't use Twitter anymore. You can
I don't either.
You can hit up @Platypus Jones on Twitter if you want to.
It's just me.
If you want to talk.
Or on Pinterest.
Yes!
On Pinterest.
Yes! We're back. Finally, if you want to support this show with just a moment of your time, please share the show with your friends, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, bring more folks into the fray. It's all good. It's all good stuff. Erich,
yep.
You specifically asked to be a part of this one, so I'm very excited. Can you tell us why we're here today?
We're here to discuss John Carpenter's Escape from L.A. from 1996.
Amazing.
Welcome to the theater. For everyone's enjoyment, we'd like to remind you of the following rules. No talking. No smoking. No littering. No red meat. No freedom of religion. And remember, all marriages must be approved by the Department of Health. Failure to obey these rules will result in immediate loss of citizenship and deportation to the island of Los Angeles. Enjoy the show.
Your rules are really beginning to annoy me.
We ran a psycho profile on him using a database of 5 million sociopathic personalities. He hit the bottom of the curve.
Catches on quick, doesn't she?
The plot synopsis from IMDb is Snake Plissken is once again called in by the United States government to recover a potential doomsday device from Los Angeles, now an autonomous island where undesirables are deported. So, kind of a prison.
Sure.
This movie was written by John Carpenter, Nick Castle, and Deborah Hill, and directed by the GOAT, John Carpenter.
Yes.
Co-starring alongside Kurt are AJ Langer, Steve Buscemi, Georges Correfas, maybe, Stacy Keach, Michelle Forbes, Pam Grier, and Cliff Robertson.
Amazing.
Yeah, I almost called him Pat Robertson, which, like, the fact that they cast Cliff to play Pat is fascinating.
Yes.
Whitney, what do the critics and audiences have to say about Escape from LA?
All right, so we have we have a 54% score from the critics. We have a 39% score from the audience. So critics are bigger fans of this one than audiences. We have a couple of quotes here. Roger Ebert for the Chicago Sun-Times gave it 3.5 out of 4 stars and said, "This is the kind of movie Independence Day could have been if it hadn't played it safe."
That is a hot take, you guys.
Oh,
That is
shit.
a
Independence
hot
Day
take.
is catching strays? What?
First of all, they're nothing alike.
I know.
Second of all, Roger Ebert sometimes comes off the cuff with some wild opinions.
What's happening over there? Okay. Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, we also have Esser Iverem from the Washington Post, who says, tries but fails to be an action hero flick or even a parody of one.
Esther, move along.
Rotten Tomatoes user Jeremy Nelson, no relation, gave it 1 out of 5 stars. And in the year of our Lord 2020, wrote, hit the seat eject handles after, quote, moral president moves capital to the Lynchburg VA, unquote, beat. After that beat, leave. Yeah. Anti-Christian paranoia seems out of place even in science fiction. That's what Jeremy says.
Oof.
Yeah.
Jeremy, have you read science fiction?
Right. That's like what science fiction is.
Jeremy. Anyway.
Just wait. Just wait.
It's all takes about politics and religion. That's the only thing happening in sci-fi.
Yeah.
Anyway. User Alejandro P. gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And also in the year of our Lord 2020 wrote, too many scenes are too obviously staged. Weird for a movie.
Weird.
Too obviously staged, and the characters supporting are too clownish. The premise is too weird to be possible. And right, why would they want to go back to a theocratic democracy republic, but instead they kill each other? Question mark? Mm-hmm. Watching Kurt Russell get intense about it is the only good thing. Everything else, too staged and corny to really make me care. Some of the messages are unnecessary or just added randomly, like the electrocuting of people and calling, quote, your local priest, unquote, for moral reprogramming, or the Beverly Hills Parts Hospital. There is nothing wrong if it feels real and smoothly done. It was not. But now we get to the person whose opinion really matters.
That's true.
And that is listener Claire's mom.
Yes.
And Claire's mom said, the best part about it was Kurt Russell in that outfit. I don't understand why they don't make another. Can we have a prequel, Escape from Cleveland? This was the best movie since The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes, which was the best film he's ever made. High praise from Claire's mom.
Claire's mom, you had me in the first half of your sentiment. You had me in the first half. I agreed with everything enthusiastically. I went on and I got this information from the critics and the audience. I do not understand it. It does not compute that
I literally don't understand a single thing any one of those people say.
Right. And the fact that these scores, I could see one of them being one of these numbers, but the other one, it doesn't matter. The other one should be much, much higher. But here we are. Whitney, I would love to start with you. We haven't heard from you in a while. Did you like Escape from LA? Did it work for you?
Overall, yes. It did work for me.
Okay.
Is it New York? Absolutely not. Not even close. In this one, he doesn't okay. So not to get too ahead of ourselves, but there's no cool guy shit until he's good at playing basketball. Like, the one thing he does that's real cool guy shit is kill a bunch of people dishonorably. When he's cool. When the can hits the ground, everyone draw, and then he's just okay, you're all dead because you were playing by the rules and I am not. And that wasn't cool guy shit. That was just throwing sand in somebody's eyes in a street fight. And then his cool guy stuff is being good at basketball, and then surfing, and then parasailing or windsurfing. What is it called? Hang gliding.
Hang gliding. There
it
Hang
is.
gliding. That's the one. That's the one. It's not. None of it is anything like what we liked about Snake Plissken. Obviously, Kurt still sells the attitude. It's just an absolutely incredible cast that is completely unutilized.
Interesting. Okay.
But it is still fun. There's some fun setups. And then one of the things that I really enjoyed about it, personally, coming from Southern California, is there's a lot of apocalyptic movies that take place in California, in LA and Orange County, where it's actively the apocalypse, where it's volcanoes or earthquakes or whatever is happening at the time.
Sharknadoes.
There's very little
Sharknadoes.
Sharknadoes. There's very little that's post-apocalyptic that isn't it's all set in the Mojave Desert because it's cheap to film in the Mojave Desert. So anything post-apocalyptic that is California is Bakersfield or Mojave Desert. This was really fun to see LA and Orange County, that thing that, that DC got with Fallout being all set in Bethesda, or, that kind of thing where you're oh my gosh, these landmarks, it's so fun. When they pulled up to the Queen Mary, it was you never get to see that with LA, probably just because it's so expensive to film in LA. So all of those landmarks, seeing them in a post-apocalyptic setting was really fun for me, and I got a really big kick out of that I think maybe drove me through some of the early part that I didn't. A lot of the beginning of this movie is just a repeat, and so I felt like it drug for me. Once you got kind of into the second half of the movie, I was definitely much more engaged and felt like they had tried to do some different things, but the first 50% of this movie is just making the first movie over again. But it's fun. The last 2 minutes of the movie are incredible.
Yes.
We'll talk about that when we get there, but I was oh, all it took was 90 seconds of movie to pull me back in and leave me feeling good about this. But there was some fun stuff, fun motorcycle fights, things that I enjoyed. I don't feel like it's missing the charisma of the first one, but overall, it did work for me.
Okay.
The CGI did not. So most of the time when there was CGI, it looked like a FMV video game.
Yeah.
But the very first shot of the apocalypse, the skyscraper with the windows breaking, looked, and I don't know if this is something that anyone will even understand the reference for. It looked exactly like a Neil Breen movie, specifically his newest movie that came out in 2023, because he shot the whole thing on basically a green screen, and every set is fake in his newest movie. All of it is digitally rendered or literally putting green screen over stock photographs from Shutterstock or whatever. It's nuts. It's crazy. But the breaking glass reminds me of all of these really terrible, super low budget movies where people have tried to animate them themselves with no graphics background or knowledge, and it's rough at some points.
Okay.
The music was great though. The music was as 90s as 90s could be.
Yeah. He hasn't lost his touch in that department.
No, not at all. That was it felt very much I don't know, the Snake Plissken version of the Blade soundtrack.
Yeah, I mean, it's even 90s with the not just the compositions, but like I think it ends on like a White Zombie song or something like that. Like, it's very
no,
nice.
just the whole thing about it, like both the score and the soundtrack, all of it. It was interesting to me because I feel like New York is dated and does have some like sort of retro elements that are out of place, but so much of it feels timeless. And this felt so of a time. It was like the complete opposite. Everything placed it at a very specific point in time with the score and the CGI and just so many things with the actual technology and science fiction part of it, and everything just like put it so squarely in a time capsule in a way that New York did not. And I thought that was interesting, not necessarily bad or good, just notable.
Okay.
So those are my thoughts.
Okay. Erich, what do you got for me? You asked for this. What do you got?
I asked for this because I was curious what everyone else thinks of it, really. Last episode, I made it very clear that I thought this was diminishing returns.
Yeah. You said, I believe you told me I should temper my expectations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mostly because Escape from New York is just sort of such a classic, right? So to sort of come back with this, re-enter the same world, everything just feels like turned down a notch or two. To Whitney's point, the character of Snake seems like, I don't know, like maybe he's lost a step. Just a little bit there. The plot, I think part of what makes it less timeless for me is the plot feels very John Carpenter railing against the moral majority, which he always does. That's not like a surprise, but he wasn't there yet in Escape from New York. So that feels like a cleaner storyline, right? Like it doesn't feel like the outside world or the real world has kind of infected that story a little bit. There's nothing wrong with the story he's telling. The ideas that he's putting out there, are very much his personal philosophy. I don't know if anybody watched the original trailer for this movie.
No,
but the original trailer starts off like you're in a movie theater and it's telling you like, don't talk, don't smoke. And then it starts shifting into the other rules from the film, like no red meat, no freedom of religion. Like it goes through the whole thing. It makes me laugh a little bit when other people are like, this movie is shoving things down your throat. I'm like, it absolutely is. I'm not sure what, like, yes, 100%. I guess maybe if you don't agree with what those things are, that it feels different. But yeah, it's not subtle in any way. I did like the cast. There's a fun Bruce Campbell cameo in here.
Oh my God, so good.
It's really good.
Steve Buscemi is doing his best. Like he is
doing his best,
working hard
for sure.
Yeah, but it's underwritten. Like everything about this movie kind of feels like they ran out of time and we're just like, we're shooting what we got, which is interesting because it took years and Carpenter didn't want to go back to it. He's not a big guy for sequels. It was really Kurt Russell. It sounds like it was Kurt Russell that was really pushing for this one. Huh. But yeah, it feels a little off. To Whitney's point, the CG it's very 1996. We weren't there yet. They took some big swings. I really wish somebody would have told John Carpenter, like, look, you can do a lot of things, but we can't do water.
It's just not possible,
It's 1996.
Yeah.
We can't do that yet.
Yeah.
I also found some of the stuff a little more corny and campy. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I enjoyed it, but the aforementioned, like, surfing scene.
Yes.
And the musical cue of like surf rock with it feels really out of place when you go back and watch like Escape from New York, right? So it's just a slightly lesser movie, but it's still a lot of fun.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. What did you think of it, Andrew?
I'm going to get something out of the way right up front, okay? It is really hard to square the circle of this movie being like a very scathing indictment of like life in America now and then, right? Like just as timely with this dude fucking surfing on a tsunami, right? That said, I fucking love this movie. I was enraptured the entire time. I could not stop. I was like, what happens next? As soon as he gets on that submarine and like a fucking shark tries to bite it, I'm like, I know exactly what I'm going to get out of this movie, right?
I'm sorry, Andrew. I want to point out.
The Jaws shark?
Yes, it wasn't
was
just
Jaws.
a shark.
I mean, okay, yeah. So because he passes over Universal.
Exactly.
I was like, is this Jaws? Probably. I wrote it down in my notes. On one side of this movie, on one side, he's fucking trashing LA, like the culture and the and government. But then on the other side, there's fucking gladiator basketball, and I'm like, I've never seen this before. And like
I do want to say, don't get me wrong, I really liked gladiator basketball.
Oh my god, so good, right?
But like, it bummed me out that was the first time that I was like, okay, Snake Plissken's really being good at something.
Yeah. From that point in the movie, he's good at everything. Well, I mean, like the surfing happens after that. Yeah, because there is a sequence of events where he proves to be like a peak human being, and then we hang glide into a trashed post-apocalyptic like Disney knockoff or whatever, and I'm like, incredible! Like this whole thing.
Yeah. The only thing that I felt like he did that felt like Snake Plissken for the first one before gladiator basketball was the like motorcycle stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
The like chains and the like doing a wheelie and making them shoot each other and like that kind of thing felt like Snake Plissken. But even escaping from Bruce Campbell was like an accident. I mean, he shot him in the head with the dart. Yeah. But like
that shouldn't have worked.
Getting his ropes sliced by the surgical implement was like dumb luck.
Happenstance.
It didn't flow for me at all like Snake Plissken should have until post basketball.
And none of those none of the Surgeon General of Beverly Hills lackeys who caught Snake Plissken fight back. It was just, you were like, ooh, there's going to be like a shootout or a fight. And I'm like, no, they just leave.
No, we're done.
Yeah.
They run away. They get shot at. They're like, I don't even know what you would. They look like they have like monk outfits on, like dark. They look like Dementors, maybe, something like that. And I mean, I see all of that. I hear you both on some of these things, and I'm like, I don't care. Like there were parts of this movie where I'm like, to jump ahead a little bit it doesn't matter. We do whatever we want. This is our show. The final scene, right? Mm-hmm. Of it is telegraphed from getting the gear scene, right? They're like, oh, this thing will make you into a hologram or whatever, right? And then they use it a couple times and they trick them. It's great. And then, the end is the end. And you're like, oh, got it, right? And I'm like, fuck, Ryan Johnson stole that for The Last Jedi. That's like exactly that scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see so many other movies from this movie. Like, from this movie. Escape from New York obviously has inspired a lot of other things. But, like, this movie, I was like, oh, the Disney thing. I was like, I don't know why it gave me like Hot Fuzz vibes, like the end of Hot Fuzz. I was like, oh yeah, it would make total sense to me if Edgar Wright like loved this part of this movie or whatever. My notes are that it is uneven, but also it did not really detract from my enjoyment of it much at all. I can't believe, like, I had considered coming on this show and being like, it may shock you where I put this on my list. Let me put it that way. That's the biggest tease I can give you. That's what I'll say. And I think it's also wild that and I think Starship Troopers maybe came out within a year of each other, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I see a lot of similarities between.
That sounds about the right time.
Like Paul Verhoeven and John Carpenter were both working some stuff out through their art, So, but I loved it. I was like, it was just great to see Kurt back in this role, And every time someone else walked on screen, I was like, give it to me. I love it. I love it.
And interestingly, when Claire's mom asked about a prequel, I would love an old man Snake Plissken sequel.
Oh, that would be so good.
Like, I would love, because, I mean, part of the problem
As
is...
long as they don't do an Indiana Jones dial of whatever. I don't remember what the movie was called. But the most recent Indiana Jones.
Sure.
Don't Polar Express him
Oh,
to
no.
be younger.
No.
Because I hated that so much in the Indiana Jones movie. And I actually liked quite a bit of Old Man Indiana Jones in it. And, what is her name? Phoebe...
Waller-Bridge. Yeah.
Waller-Bridge,
Yeah.
thank you. I always want to call her Phoebe Wallace, and it's like, no, that's not enough name.
Or Phoebe Bridgers, who's someone else entirely.
She was great, and it felt very, like, back to the original Indiana Joneses, but then they tried to show young Indiana Jones, and they literally just, like, Polar Expressed him into the uncanny valley, and I hated it. And I worry that they would do that again now. Even someone like John Carpenter...
Maybe.
Well,
or
and-
making a John Carpenter type movie.
Yeah.
And that's why I explicitly said
Give me that
I don't want a
technology that
prequel.
Zemeckis
A
used.
sequel. Yeah.
Like, I just don't want a prequel. I would love, and honestly, I think they'd have to, like, age him a little more.
That would be cool, though. That would be cool.
Let's move forward with, what did you think of Kurt specifically? I thought he was fantastic,
Yes.
and I always want more.
Yeah.
Like,
We can all agree. Yeah.
he's
That's
in
great.
almost every frame of this movie, and when he's gone, I want more.
Well, and I even want, I mean, it's weird to me that there's like, that he had a hand in the creation of this, because I feel like, along with everybody else doing the best with what they were given, I also feel like he was doing the best with what he was given. And he was very magnetic, and he did a great job, but there could have been more for him to do there. And I'm kind of upset that they didn't do that.
Agreed. Yeah.
But he was great in this one.
There are some things. Yeah, I mean, who am I to fucking tell John Carpenter what to do? You know? I just, he did it once. He did Escape from New York, and you're like, well, great. It was lean and told the story it needed to tell. It was great. We were in, we were out, we were done. It was great. This one, messier, to be sure, but
a lot messier.
Also.
But also a lot more like, I don't know, whiffs of Fast and Furious, which I love. That like
The escalation.
over the top wacky, and the escalation and the like camp and all of that part I really enjoyed.
That was great. I'm having this like weird, like not full, kind of like a full circle moment when I watch this right now. Adjacently to this, I have finally gone back and revisited Cyberpunk 2077, and they had this DLC called Phantom Liberty, which is essentially Escape from New York in Cyberpunk. President's plane goes down over a quarantine part of the city, and you have to go rescue the president. I'm like, this is fucking dope. I'm going to get this. I don't care. Whatever it costs, we're doing this. And it's like, oh, yeah. And they got Idris Elba, and it's Keanu Reeves. I'm like, this is the best cast I've ever seen in it. Let's make this movie, too, because I would watch this movie as well. But I'm like, my whole world is Escape From right now, actually, right? And I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it at all.
I mean, it is interesting that for someone who doesn't like sequels, and his stated reason for not liking sequels is because you're making the same movie twice.
Yeah.
He kind of makes the same movie again. Like, the plot is
Identical.
largely the same. Like, we're talking about, like, gladiator basketball. Well, there's an actual gladiator fight in Escape from LA, right? So, like, he's iterating on it.
Sure.
But, like, it's kind of the same movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that is, unfortunately, in this case, to its detriment, right? To remind us that there's a better movie where stuff happened, not the best move on this one.
But he didn't hang glide over fire into Disneyland.
That's true. He did not do that.
That's true. And Pam Grier wasn't in the first one. So,
While we're talking about that, you would be hard pressed to have me more torn about something than problematic trans representation in the late 90s.
Yeah.
Counterpointed with how much I love Pam Grier.
I was curious what everyone thought of that because I remembered it as being a lot more problematic.
I mean, there was problematic elements, for sure. I did kind of like the fact that Hershey was very sort of like, this is who I am. And like, I'm not who I was, but I'm also not who I was.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And I felt like the sort of like being very upfront and not ashamed and not trying to hide anything or like, you know, try and avoid any kind of topics. It was less problematic than it could have been for the time period.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, oh, this isn't, it's bad, like you said, but like that name is terrible. But,
Yeah.
But I was surprised. I was like, oh, this is better than I remembered.
There's definitely a lot of trading on stereotypes and things that are not necessarily positive.
For sure.
Trans representation. But I do think that there were a few elements of, you know, it was not like a trick or a switch or a trap. It was not the crying game. It was not, you know, I mean, there's a lot of things that it could have been that it was not.
And mostly it wasn't played for jokes. Like, mostly.
Mostly it was not played for jokes. I did feel weird about the, like, dubbing or pitching. Whatever they did
100%.
to Pam Grier's voice made me very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
But also, I fucking love Pam Grier so much.
Yeah, agreed.
She's amazing, and I love her. And I actually think that she is more why it worked than the script is.
It was what she brought to it.
I think that the sort of
attitude.
like charisma
Her
and
energy,
the give no
yeah.
fucks and the like, you knew me then, you know me now, but like I'm different, but not really. And like I feel like that was all Pam Grier energy being brought to it, more so than what was written down on page.
Fair.
Do you think she was aware of that, like in the script that like
The voice modulation?
No, just like the energy that she was bringing to it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if they thought they caught like
Pam Grier
to
always
do it
plays
justice,
a
right?
badass.
Like,
That's why you cast her. Like,
Yeah.
Unquestionably.
I mean, the revelation of Jackie Brown was that she doesn't play like the conventional badass.
Yeah. That was
But
true.
like the Hershey Las Palmas character could be like Foxy Brown in this insane universe that John Carpenter's created.
Yeah. I think that's everything. I mean, we talked, you know, it's a messy movie. We love Kurt. Cinematography, when it's not using CG, I believe is quite good. You know, a lot of great shots, a lot of great establishing shots in this one. You're like, oh, that looks cool as shit.
Yeah. I did have two more notes that are kind of in the general sort of area. One was I was very excited to see Ensign Rolaren, Michelle Forbes, when I first saw her for the very first time, because I've only ever seen her as Ensign Rolaren in Star Trek, and I was deeply obsessed with her at the time. That was sort of a very early gay Whitney moment. And so I got very excited to see that she was in this. And then also, there were elements of that sort of end climactic fight in post-apocalyptic Disney World. Also, it's like not Disney. So it's not Disneyland because they say that Disneyland went bankrupt after the thing in Paris.
I think it is
so it was, like,
Disneyland.
Bought by someone else, maybe? I don't know.
No.
There was not enough. So the Matterhorn is there, and that's the only thing that made me go, for sure, this is definitely Disneyland.
Yeah.
Because all of the, like, where the fight takes place looked almost more like Knott's Berry Farm. They have, like, the ghost town. It looked very sort of like westerny ghost town saloon sort of thing, which Disney doesn't have a ton of. There's some elements of that, and they do the like Old Town Main Street kind of a thing, which is I think what they were supposed to be representing there, but it didn't really play anywhere other than the Matterhorn, because that's a big in the middle of it. And also they said Anaheim, and like that's the only thing in Anaheim is Disneyland.
We're going to Anaheim. Yeah,
I did say at the time, I was like, why the fuck are they going to Anaheim? But it makes sense if they're going to Disneyland.
Yeah.
I think that was 100% just like, we can't get the rights to Disney. Disney's not going to let us do this. So,
but they could have gotten closer to Disney.
We're pretending.
Than they did.
Yeah.
But there are huge elements of that climactic, like, final fight from the hang gliding in to sort of like the end of the fight, where whole sections of it look like they were filmed explicitly to make like a Universal theme park, like, live action stunt show. Like, it looked like they were shooting it to be able to like recreate frame for frame in a Universal stunt show.
Yeah, for a couple of those shots, I was like, that's not how hang gliders work.
Yeah.
They don't come down and then go back up into the sky.
Pam Greer's driving it like
flame.
a car. She's just like, I'm going to turn right, then I'm going to turn left.
She's drifting.
Yeah.
The sort of like jets of flame that sort of get like their atmosphere, but they're not for any reason.
Sure.
That kind of stuff was very sort of like the pyrotechnics of a live stunt show at a theme park. They're exactly like that, where it's like, oh, and there's a big splash of water, not because anything crashed into the water, but because it makes it more dramatic and
it
that
looks
sort
cool
of thing.
as shit.
Yeah.
If Whitney, I just want to double back on your Michelle Forbes comment. I had I was a young person in the early to mid 90s, and one of my crushes was in this movie, Valeria Golino. She played the girl in the bush who gets shot unceremoniously. I loved her deeply in the Hot Shots films. My goodness, it was a shock to see her. I was like, oh my God, I loved her. So, and then, she's taken from me once again. So
This movie is not super kind to women.
No.
Like most movies, honestly.
Fair.
Yeah, that's true. I think we did it. I think we.
There's still a question to answer.
Well, there will be one question. I just want to point out how clever I was. When he started surfing, I just yelled out loud. Nobody else is in the room with me when I'm watching this. It's very late at night. I yelled out, "Point snake," and I love that. That's what I'm going to call this movie. It all comes back to Keanu, baby. No, I'm just kidding. This is Kurt Locker. But there is one more question that we have to ask.
Is he hiding this one? Whitney blonde is deep in the flick that's currently on the screen. The hair is on point, the butt is real good. Whitney's wondering if she would. Let's watch her flexes my songs. She went that loophole curacao. Oh no, won't kick him out of bed for eating crackers and making a mess. Is he hiding this one?
So Whitney.
Oh my God, that's incredible. Truly a bop.
As always, huge props to Mike and Alicia for the
Outrageous,
amazing
incredible
theme song with many references to things Whitney actually said.
Yeah,
on this show.
Almost exclusively things that I have said. But way better than I could ever say them.
And when put back to back to back like that, it's really quite remarkable.
So Andrew had shared the files prior to this, and I specifically did not listen to them because I wanted to be surprised and hear them for the first time. And you two did an incredible job.
Yeah, we'll be thanking you for
I am beat red, and I will never get over it. But also, great job.
Well done. Whitney, I seem to remember you thinking he was hot in Escape from New York, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
What are we thinking Escape from LA?
Absolutely. Unequivocally.
Slight outfit change, but otherwise, more of the same.
Incredible.
Yeah?
Love it. Yeah, he looks even better, I think. I mean, and this may just be the perspective of an older person who likes people who are more closer to my age and appearance, but I feel like the age in between the two has done him well. I think it plays more into Snake Plissken and all the things that he's gone through. The stubble is perfection. Really could not be better. And this is very in the late 90s. I went like feral for the right stubble. It had to be the right stubble. But one of my biggest crushes was the guy from the El Torito commercials that no one remembers. And it's not worth, I don't even know that they're on YouTube. Like, it's not worth looking up. There's nothing special about them other than the guy had immaculate stubble. And I was reminded of that because his stubble in this one is so good, and it did it for me. But yeah, overall, hotter, I think, than New York.
Wow.
And up there in the top hotnesses there is.
The highest pantheons of hotness.
Yeah, up there with hot Santa Claus.
If I can,
Sexy Santa, Snake Plissken, those are up there.
wow.
Captain
If I
Ron.
can find those commercials, I will link to them in the show notes for this episode.
I'm sure you cannot, but
Okay, but
there's literally nothing notable about them.
all right. I mean, you can literally go on YouTube and search 90s commercials and watch hours. And we're talking they're only 30-second commercials, but you could sit down for 54 to 94 minutes and just watch commercials from the 90s.
It's one of the things that I do in the lead up to Halloween to get psyched for it being Halloween is you can put on like 3-hour-long compilations of like 70s, 80s, and 90s Halloween commercials.
Oh, shit. That's great. That's a great idea.
It's amazing. It's so much fun. And it's great to have on in the background while you're like, I don't know, carving pumpkins or doing whatever, but it's all of these like costumes and like cereal mascots being for Halloween and like candy. There's so many things and it's all incredible, and it's a fun way to get into the mood for a holiday. I'm sure they do them for Christmas too, but I like to do the Halloween ones.
Amazing. I love that. I'm writing that down. More knowledge. Eric, what are we thinking about Kurt Russell in this one?
Kurt Russell looks fantastic. Agree with Whitney's overall assessment. I will also add that at first I wasn't a fan of the costume change, but it grew on me. I'm not really sure sort of what about it I didn't like at first, but it's a nice update.
Yeah.
I think it's some of that sci-fi steel
Yeah, it's
decor.
it's like futuristic Kevlar. I love that we get a locker room change and we get to see the snake tattoo.
Yes.
They only do it for a little bit this time. No,
Right,
No makeup artist wanted to do that every morning to shoot all day.
Yeah. How dare they? How dare they?
But we still get to see it.
Yeah. That was great.
So yeah, overall, he's definitely hot in this one.
Okay. All right.
Andrew, did you think he was hot?
Yeah. Let me just go ahead and say I agree. And I want to add on a thing here, right? I consider myself to be like a moderately healthy person, right? I like a pizza. I like to drink a couple beers every now and then, right? Knowing that, I'm never, ever, ever going to look like Chris Hemsworth. However, I feel like if I really put my mind to it, I might be able to look a little bit like Kurt Russell is built in this film. And I love that. Selfishly.
So he's hot because it's an attainable,
It's
an
aspirational.
attainable body type.
Yes.
Okay.
There gets to be a point where someone's too large, right? Like The Rock,
Sure.
right? I don't even aspire to get that large, right? That just seems uncomfortable. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's the most comfortable ever. But it seems
There's no way it's comfortable.
you'd have to. Everything would need to be completely form-fitting, or like that astronaut foam when you sit down. Otherwise, you're just sitting on all these muscles that you don't even know you have. Right? I don't know, man. Kurt looked great in this. The shirtless scene. I was like, man, that's a good-looking dude right there. And I don't even really have aspirations to look like that. But I feel like if I hired a personal trainer and I ate a little bit better, maybe. That's all I'm saying.
I think that might be why I think it's better than New York is, I don't know, super athletic and cut men in like their late 20s, early 30s. It's just like, there's just this, it's like, oh, that's cute, you're young. That doesn't do it for me anymore. And like, I don't know. I think that there's something about the aging and not, he's so fit, but he's not like cut fit. And that I like.
Yeah, he's just lean. He's like real lean, you know?
Yeah. And I mean, his arms are incredible.
Yeah, he's in. I mean, again, please don't get it. He's in great shape. Like,
Yes,
he's
he
been
is in
his
very good
entire
shape.
life. He's been in amazing shape. I think the next movie, Erich, correct me if I'm wrong. He's in even better shape. He might be even like more like jacked in the next movie, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
It's the only movie he says he ever really like worked out for was Soldier.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll have a A/B. I'll be able to do an A/B test.
Also short hair.
Well,
Oh, I don't know about that. We'll see about that
we'll
one.
see.
We get short hair Kurt in the next one.
That's amazing. That's hot across the board for those keeping score at home.
Speaking of scores,
Oh my God. Whitney, you haven't lost a step. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Nice segue.
Figure it out, asshole.
We're gonna find out who's who.
I mean, I'd peg us at a D- for this kind of thing.
Keeping you at a disadvantage is an advantage I intend to keep.
Think you can win on talent alone? You don't have enough talent to win on talent alone.
I honestly don't remember, okay? Ask about horses again, I'll slap you red. Hey! That was fun!
Figure It Out, Asshole is our very own quiz show where the host will ask each of us 3 questions. If one of us gets it wrong, the other participants have a chance to steal, assuming they remember the remaining answers, which I have not had to flex this muscle. Speaking of muscles, I have not had to flex this one in a very long time, this memory one. Easier said than done.
gosh, it's so hard to remember the other answers.
With all that out of the way, I'd like to introduce our master of ceremonies back from Voidcation, Charles Nolan.
Hello, everybody.
Charles!
Wow.
It's
Haven't heard that
It has
voice.
been some time.
You've been gone, Charles. You broke. You won,
Yes.
and you
And then
and then you
we
decided.
all disappeared.
Yeah, you
I took
decided.
a much-needed voidcation.
That's amazing. Are you feeling better? I don't know. Are you relaxed at all? Do you feel better in any way?
I have never been more relaxed.
Amazing.
Can't you hear it in my voice?
Totally.
Yeah.
The calmness.
It comes
The
through.
peace.
I'm excited. I'm a little nervous, but I'm gonna let you take it away. Let's try to get back into this.
Let's see if we remember how to do this. Let's start off the trivia game with Erich.
Oh boy.
The earthquake that ravages LA measured in at what intensity on the Richter scale?
9.6.
Your options are 8.7, 9.2, 10, or 11.
Yeah. I'm going to go with 9.2 then.
That is correct.
I forgot it was multiple choice. Sorry, Charles.
Yeah, so
No,
we
it is
don't
okay.
remember how to
I
play
love
this.
The gusto
Right.
of giving an answer before the choices.
Incredible.
Moving on to Whitney. Whitney, we learn Snake Plissken's real first name. What is it?
Oh,
Was it Kevin, Paul, Bob, or David?
that did not stick at all. This is sheer guess, David.
That is incorrect.
Wait, do we buzz in? I don't remember how this works.
Yeah,
Get
you
the
buzz in.
opportunity to steal by yelling the word steal.
Steal.
Yeah.
Erich,
Bob.
Bob is correct.
Damn it. Okay, that did not stick for me either, Whitney. So there you go.
No,
I
that
I
was
think it's like one line.
His name
It is one throwaway line
Yeah.
at the beginning of the movie
Wow. Okay.
as Malloy is briefing him on himself.
yeah. A lot happens between hearing that name and the end of the movie.
Oh, Malloy is so good. All right,
Moving on to Andrew.
I'm ready.
Approximately how long did it take Snake to pilot the submarine to LA? Was it 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 17 minutes, or 23 minutes?
Yep, there was definitely a clock there. How about that? I don't remember the time. Damn it, 12 minutes.
That is incorrect.
God damn it.
Steal?
Whitney said with confidence.
23 minutes?
That is correct.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
And we are back up to the top with Erich. Bruce Campbell and Kurt Russell appear in this movie and Sky High together. For years, they shared a stunt double. What was that stunt double's name? Was it John Casino, John Action, John Bupworst, or John Russell?
Bupworst.
John Casino?
That is correct.
Oh my God. If there's a stuntman named John Action, take my money.
Yeah.
I thought for a second it was going to be Dick Warlock, which is my favorite stuntman name ever, but
It is an incredible name.
yeah.
It's really
That's
good.
huge. That's huge.
Moving on to Whitney. What rule set does Snake suggest they play a shootout by and then cheats at? Does he suggest Sydney rules, Bangkok rules, Vancouver rules, or Guadalajara rules?
Oh, I don't remember. I was so focused on the not following the rules. Bangkok rules?
That is correct.
Nice.
Okay.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Moving on to Andrew.
All right.
There was a planned third Pliskin film that got rewritten into a different movie when Escape from LA didn't do well.
What?
Where was that escape supposed to take place? Asia, Earth, Mars, or the Milky Way?
Oh boy.
That.
Those are some options.
What an escalation.
Again, calls to mind Fast and Furious movies.
Right. We're in space now?
When they drive a car into space. That feels very... But anyway.
So, New York, LA, and then I'm going to put the kibosh on Asia. I feel like that is too... It has to go larger. So, I'm going to say...
I mean, technically, Asia is larger.
Technically,
I was about to say Asia, famously not as large as LA.
You know what I mean. It would have taken place at a single... I mean, even Shanghai, it's fair. You're all making very fair points. You're confusing me. It's not the Milky Way.
Also,
It
didn't
can't
they
be.
talk in this... never mind. I don't want to step on a question from Charles.
I'm going with Mars.
That is correct.
Yes!
Nice.
He already
Escape
left
from
Earth.
Mars was rewritten into Ghosts of Mars by John Carpenter from 2001.
That's
Changing
amazing.
Snake Plissken into the character of Desolation Williams.
Wow.
Played by Ice Cube.
Wait a minute. What? This exists? This is a movie that exists? I
It
have
is.
to watch this movie.
Absolutely is.
I don't remember this movie, but I do know that it is a movie that
Is
exists.
it good? Or no, probably not. Well, it's John
it's-
Carpenter.
It's not very good.
Okay.
Sorry.
Back up to the top with Erich. What state was Taslima from before her deportation?
Oh.
Was it South Dakota, Alabama, Texas, or Iowa?
It's kind of a guess, but South Dakota?
That is correct.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
Moving on to Whitney.
Yes.
What is the world code?
666.
What?
Without even needing choices, that is correct.
Dang. Amazing.
I thought it was funny.
Moving
That's something
on.
that like an 11 or 12-year-old boy would write into a movie being like,
100%.
oh, this is so edgy.
Yeah.
Give me proof that John Carpenter is not an 11 or 12-year-old boy.
I cannot.
You can't.
All right.
You can't do it.
Moving on to Andrew. What is the president's wife's name? Is it Utopia, Eve, Eden, or Artemis?
I'm going to go with Eden?
That is incorrect.
Steele.
Whitney.
Eve.
Eve is correct.
Damn it. Knew it was one of them.
Going into our final round of regulation, figure it out, asshole. The scores are Erich 4, Whitney 3, Andrew 2. Erich. When the helicopter lands in Happy Kingdom, it lands outside of a bank. Which bank? Was it First American Bank, Wachovia, Merrill Lynch, or Bank of America?
I'm going to say First American.
That is incorrect.
Steal.
Andrew.
I think it was Bank of America.
You think correctly.
Yes!
Moving on to Whitney. How much real time elapses between when we see the timer at 2 minutes 28 seconds and when it hits 0? Was it 1 minute 57 seconds, 2 minutes 28 seconds, 2 minutes 46 seconds, or 3 minutes 11 seconds?
3 minutes, 11 seconds.
That is incorrect.
Steal.
I could not tell which one of
Sorry,
you said that.
That was me, Steal.
All right, Andrew.
I just remembered 2 minutes and 28 seconds. That was the one that I locked onto.
That is incorrect.
Yeah, I don't remember the other ones.
Oh, that's always the crux. It always brings someone down at least once.
100%.
That is the Void's first point in a long, long time.
Oh, Eric, did I steal your answer? Did you also lock in the 228 or no?
I didn't remember any of them. I was just glad this wasn't my question.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
It was 1 minute and 57 seconds.
Wow, well done, John Carpenter. Okay.
Yeah.
And Andrew, for the final question in regulation. Which of the following is not on the no list that Malloy recites at the end of the movie?
Oh, that's good.
No women, no red meat, no sweets, or no foul language.
Fuck. No. It's sweets. No sweet. Or no sweets. No sweets. That one.
That is correct.
Yes.
That brings us to the bonus round. During the bonus round, questions are not posed to any specific player. Players will buzz in, and the first to buzz in gets to answer the question. The current scores are Erich with 4, Whitney with 3, Andrew with 4, and the Void with 1.
Okay.
Let's hear everybody's buzzer sounds, starting with Erich.
Bzzz.
Phenomenal. No notes. Moving on to Whitney.
Me.
Great. And Andrew.
Ring.
It's fresh, it's new, I love it. Question number 1 of the bonus round. When Snake arrives in LA, what famous street does he come upon first?
Bzzz.
Erich.
Mulholland.
I need the full name of the street, please.
Mulholland Drive.
That is correct.
Damn. Well done.
Without even needing the choices.
You did it again. All right.
Question number 2 of the bonus round. What kind of gun does Snake get shot with from Cuervo's car? Is it a stun gun, a fun gun, a bum gun, or a gun gun? Erich.
I want to say the wrong answer because those were amazing, but it's a fun gun.
It is a fun gun.
A bum gun?
Bum gun.
Wait, what is it says on the gun? A fun gun?
No.
Okay.
They call it a fun.
Oh,
Steve
okay.
Buscemi's character calls it a fun gun.
That's right. Okay. All right. Perfect. Got it.
And for the final question. What kind of music doesn't play in the movie according to the subtitles?
What a good question.
Is it bluesy band music, heavy metal music, upbeat rock music, or energetic surf rock?
Me.
Whitney.
Bluesy music.
That is incorrect.
Son of a bitch.
Oh.
Bring.
Andrew.
Heavy metal music?
That is incorrect.
God damn it.
What?
Bzz.
Eric.
Upbeat rock.
That is incorrect.
What?
Upbeat rock music is how they described the energetic surf rock during the surfing scene.
That is some bullshit.
Yeah.
That is what we call a void happy trick question.
Oh, boy. Well done.
Before we announce the winner of Figure It Out, Asshole, I would like to announce the Figure It Out audience questions. Ooh. These are questions posed to our listeners. They can answer either on Discord, or they can, I believe, still tweet to me at the Charles Nolan on Twitter, probably.
Assuming all goes well, yes.
A lot has happened in the last year.
A lot has happened. Figure It Out audience question number 1. How long has Hershey been in L.A.?
Oh, that's good.
And this one is a little tricky, but what sort of band does Map of the Stars Eddie look like he's a part of? There are multiple correct answers to this. The best answer will win.
Amazing.
If you get the correct answer, you'll get shouted out on the next episode of Figured Out Audience. But now, to announce the winner of Figured Out Asshole. In a score of 2 to 3 to 4 to 6, Eric walks away victorious.
We knew it. We knew it was going to happen.
We did know it was going to happen.
Sorry, guys.
No. No, I had prepped for it.
We knew. We were all mentally prepared.
All right.
I'm just happy that I got a couple right. You know? That's really...
So I didn't want to say this in case it was a question, but was it at one point mentioned that New Vegas, Thailand was a place
yes,
in this movie?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That was almost a question. It was honestly one of the backups.
Nice.
That one stuck in my head, and I was like, did I hallucinate that, or was that real? Okay.
Yeah, that's quite good.
The global geography is very confusing because, apparently everyone wants to attack us. Mexico's going to attack. Cuba's going to attack. I assume we've annexed Canada. But what we're doing in Thailand is just such a weird throwaway line.
We need John Carpenter to draw us a map.
Exactly.
Know? Can you clear this up, John? I don't need another film. I would love one. I don't need one. Give me a map, though.
We need a historical novel.
I would take that, too, actually. That'd be great. Oh, my gosh. Charles, this brought such joy to my day. You have no idea.
It brought much joy to my day as well.
Thank you for taking the time to do this, and I'm glad you're back from voidcation. And we did an admirable job at fighting the void today.
You certainly did. Everybody outscored the void, and that is always an interesting time.
You love to hear it. You love to hear it. Well, thank you, and I bid you a good void once again.
And a good void to all of you.
So good.
I haven't heard that voice in so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels good. You know what? People are gonna love this one. They're gonna love this one. I just know it. All right. Are we ready to step through this thing? I know I am.
Let's do it.
All right. I've done a lot of reading. I'd be happy to do this, but I wanted to offer it to Whitney in case you wanted to do it. No pressure either way.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to. I'll do it. I'm fine.
No, let's do it. I'm happy to. Are we doing Wikipedia?
Yeah, that one's better. Yeah, I don't know if you've picked up on this. It's kind of like, Eric, do you remember when we did Executive Decision? I mean, not that long ago, the last one we did. And they went into great detail about what model the plane was.
Sure, yeah.
That is IMDb synopses across the board. Yeah. Just such superfluous detail.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's less moderation, it can be more easily skewed by what the people who are putting into it are interested in.
Yeah.
Or what they feel are the main sort of through lines of the story. I feel like it's very skewed by the writing in a way that Wikipedia tries not to be.
Yeah, the other people will help tamp down some of the, like, hey, buddy, we're going to undo that edit.
All right, so here's what the movie's about. In 2000, a massive earthquake strikes the city of Los Angeles, cutting it off from the mainland as the San Fernando Valley floods. Declaring that God is punishing Los Angeles for its sins, a theocratic presidential candidate wins election to a lifetime term of office. He orders the United States Capitol relocated from Washington, D.C. to his hometown of Lynchburg, Virginia, and enacts a series of strict morality laws banning things such as smoking, alcohol, drugs, premarital sex, firearms, profanity, and red meat. Violators are given a choice between a loss of U.S. citizenship and permanent deportation to the new Los Angeles island, or repentance and death by electrocution. Escape from the island is made impossible due to a containment wall erected along the mainland shore and a heavy federal police presence monitoring the area.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Do we know, did Jamie Lee Curtis do the voiceover for that? I couldn't find it anywhere. Because she did the original Escape from New York, and I wasn't sure if she came back for this just for funsies.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, anyway.
That would be cool.
Carry on.
By 2013, the U.S. has developed a superweapon known as the Sword of Damocles, a satellite system capable of targeting electronic devices anywhere in the world and rendering them useless. The president intends to use it to dominate the world by destroying hostile nations' ability to function. And anyone who's watched Ocean's 11 knows that only works for a short amount of time. They come back online eventually.
Yeah.
Not in this movie, though. Anyway, his daughter Utopia steals the remote control for the system and escapes to Los Angeles Island in order to deliver it to Cuervo Jones, a Peruvian Shining Path revolutionary. Cuervo has marshaled an invasion force of third world nations and is planning to attack the U.S. Facing deportation for a series of crimes, Snake Plissken is offered a chance to earn a pardon by traveling to the island and recovering the remote, a task that a previous rescue team has failed to accomplish. To force his compliance, the president has one of his officers infect Snake with a virus that will kill him within 10 hours, and promises that he will receive the cure upon completing the mission. The president is not concerned with Utopia's safety, regarding her as a traitor.
Can I jump in here for 1 second?
Yes.
I have two things. One, Uncle Ben is the president, everyone. Uncle Ben is the president from Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. But also, when they were doing this rundown and they threw the fucking hologram up and then they were like inside of it, I was like, this is Apple Vision Pro, like 25 years ago. That shit's crazy. I was like, they basically made the thing that John Carpenter did in this movie. I was like, that was actually pretty cool. I was like, wow, that's very forward facing. I really enjoyed
like
that.
Every like UX UI designer blames Minority Report for ruining how the public expects like high-tech interfaces to work. They're like, it's not useful, it's not efficient, but it's how everyone thinks it should be because of Minority Report.
Son of a bitch. But it was actually here. I'm sure Minority Report has a more accurate, but this one is very close. I don't have an Apple Vision Pro. I did the demo and I was like, oh, it's exactly like this shit right here. This is crazy.
So Snake is issued equipment and sent to Los Angeles in a one-man submarine. As he explores the island, he meets Map to the Stars Eddie, a swindler who sells interactive tours and is one of Cuervo's associates. Along the way, Snake is helped by Pipeline, a surfing enthusiast who, by the way, we didn't talk about Peter Fonda as the surfer at all. But Peter Fonda plays the surfer in this movie who uses a lot of very, very old school surfer slang.
Yeah. And when he first arrives on the island, I laughed out loud when the scene where like he's like tailing him and he walks past a tree and then Snake comes up right behind, like he just passed out of camera and he had, I just imagine Kurt having like to beeline around the camera person to come up behind him. It's like, that was so much fun. I laugh out loud for that part. It was great.
So anyway, Peter Fonda plays Pipeline, the surfer, and Talisma, a woman deported for her Muslim faith, and Hershey Las Palmas, who is formerly Carjack Malone, who's a trans woman and a past criminal associate of Snake Plissken's. Eddie captures Snake and turns him over to Cuervo, who uses the Sword of Damocles to shut down Lynchburg in retaliation for Snake's presence. Cuervo threatens to inflict the same fate on the rest of the U.S. unless his demands are met. Snake escapes and teams up with Hershey and her soldiers. The group travels by glider to the invasion staging area at the Happy Kingdom in Anaheim. During a fight against Cuervo's troops, Snake takes the remote and Eddie alters one of the units he sells on his tours so that it matches. Snake, Eddie, Utopia, Hershey, and a group of Hershey soldiers escape the island in a helicopter. Eddie shoots Cuervo, who fires a rocket launcher and hits the helicopter before dying. Mm-hmm. Hershey and her men are incinerated. Eddie jumps clear at liftoff, and Snake and Utopia do the same once they're over the mainland and leave the helicopter to crash once Snake alerts the president to their approach. At the crash site, the president and his officers find that both Snake and Utopia are carrying remotes, and they take the one held by Utopia, which was slipped into her pocket without her noticing, incorrectly thinking that Snake has switched them. As Utopia is taken to the electric chair, Snake learns that the virus infecting him only causes a severe case of influenza that subsides within hours. The president tries to use Utopia's remote to neutralize an invasion force threatening Florida, but it only plays a recorded introduction to one of Eddie's tours. Furious, the president orders his officers to kill Snake on the spot, but he proves to be only a hologram projected from a miniature camera that has been issued to him. Disgusted at the world's never-ending class warfare, he programs the real remote and triggers every satellite in the Sword of Damocles system, deactivating all technology on Earth and saving Utopia from electrocution as the power fails. Snake tosses the now useless camera aside and lights a cigarette, then blows out the match and mutters, "Welcome to the human race." I did love the matches.
Yeah.
When he's like issued the matches at the beginning and they're like
stick matches.
Who couldn't, you never know when a good old fashioned match is going to come in handy, and then at the end it lights a cigarette.
So good.
An American Spirit cigarette, by the way.
Oh, that's
yes,
right.
Yes, obviously.
I love this movie, everyone.
Yeah.
I wanted to circle back on a thing. I had a note here that was just like, Eric, you had mentioned this earlier about the budget of this movie, or maybe it didn't have a budget, or I don't know what the actual thing, but like there was like when Taslima and him get into the underground and they're like walking, there's like this, like they're in the middle of a conversation and it like cross dissolves mid-word into like another part of the movie, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And I took it back. I was like, did I miss something?
I do also think there are parts of this movie that feel like a subplot was cut out.
Yeah, like, with this cross dissolve. We'll do. I was like, geez Louise, that was crazy. I was like, did I get a bum copy of this? I was like, but I bought it from Apple. So
wait, hold up. Breckin Meyer was in this?
Theoretically, as one of the surfers.
Yeah. According to Wikipedia, Breckin Meyer was a surfer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Were there more than I don't know? Were there more than one? I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, when you first see them, there's like a surf gang.
Oh, that's right.
There's like a few in the ocean, and then he turns around, and there's a few in front of him, and the only one you really see at all is Peter Fonda. Yeah. But apparently one of them was Breckin Meyer, which is weird to me.
Yeah.
But this movie does feel a little chopped up. Like that, I would be curious to know sort of if there's some connective tissue that we're missing, because there doesn't seem to be like a from point A to point B. We just kind of walk into the next set piece, and luckily that works. But I'm curious if there was something else going on. Especially like Valerie Galina's character seems to die way too quickly.
Right, just like it is actually comical. Like she talks about like, oh, if you can make it here, essentially if you can make it here, it's not so bad. Boom, done. I'm like, God damn it. There was that other part just after that where like they capture him before the gladiator basketball, where like they were doing the broadcast to like shut the president's town down, and they like chained Snake to a treadmill, and it was like, and then the next scene he's just not on the treadmill anymore. They're like walking out to the basketball court. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Why was he? Why did they even do that? I don't know. It was just
to keep him busy.
Wear him out.
I guess. I mean, it seemed super. I mean, he was in chains. He could have just chained him to the wall. I don't know. It's fine. Either way.
I do just want to say, I scrolled down a little bit further in the Wikipedia article, just looking at some of the bands on the soundtrack.
Oh.
Stabbing Westward, Tool, White Zombie, Toadies, Butthole Surfer, Sugar Ray, Gravity Kills, Tori Amos, Ministry. It's like, when I said it was like the most 90s thing ever, that's what I was talking about.
I'm going to create this playlist
very of an
on
era.
Apple Music and share it with everybody.
Yeah.
So it'll be great.
Also the Deftones.
The Deftones. Yeah. Great song. Great song.
And it's Sugar Ray before they went pop. It's like the last punk Sugar Ray song.
Yeah. Before
Fly.
Every morning there. Okay.
We just got a DCMA takedown now. Come on.
Sure. Sorry. It was too accurate. Too accurate. Whitney, I think you answered this in the beginning, but do you ultimately recommend this film?
Yeah, I definitely think that I would ask some questions first about how they felt about New York and how devoted they were to New York, because I would definitely have some caveats. But I think as just like general average rule, yes, I would recommend it. It is definitely sillier and it is definitely not as cohesive, but I enjoyed it.
Okay. Good. Erich, do you recommend this film?
Oh, for sure. I worried when I said in the last episode that it was diminishing returns or to temper your expectations, that I was implying like I didn't like it. I do like this movie, and I think it's a hell of a lot of fun. But, agree with Whitney, and I think we've all said that it's not Escape from New York. It is, Escape from New York light. So
there you go.
With those caveats, definitely recommend.
Okay. There we go. Note that down.
How about you? You recommend it?
I give the highest possible recommendation for this.
Yeah.
I'm not even actually sure why. I think I probably, this calls to me, whatever kind of thing we're dealing with here. It's very quirky. It's very funny where they're trying and they're not trying. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I kind of love this. A lot of it doesn't make sense, but I don't need a movie to make sense as long as I feel entertained by it. So that I was like, I love it. I love it deeply. Yes.
Let's get into rankings, because you teased a big surprise in rankings.
Yeah.
So
Whitney, you have to give me about 10 movies. No, it's actually not that much. It's not that much, actually. We haven't done that many episodes. I think you owe me about 5. You just think about it. If you didn't watch them, you just put them at the end like Super Dad. You know what I'm saying? Fuck those movies.
Well, let's see. Overboard is in there. Backdraft is in there.
I think I need I definitely need Executive
Stargate,
Decision.
Tombstone, Executive Decision. I have not watched Executive Decision.
Okay. I need Stargate.
Stargate, yeah. Stargate I can give you right now.
That's exciting. I'm ready.
Okay, so what I will say is right now I have Tango and Cash at number 4.
Yeah.
And Silkwood at number 5. I am going to put Escape from LA under Tango and Cash.
Okay.
And I am going to put Stargate under Escape from LA.
Amazing. All right. That works. Okay.
So it goes Big Trouble in Little China, The Thing, Escape from New York, Tango and Cash, Escape from LA, Stargate, Silkwood, The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes.
Wait a minute. Sorry. Tango and Cash and then Stargate, or Tango and Cash then Escape
Tango and Cash, then Escape from LA, then Stargate.
Okay, got it.
Then Silkwood. Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Okay. Erich, what do you got for me?
I'm putting Escape from LA at number 6.
Nice.
So The Thing, Big Trouble, Escape, and then Tombstone, sentimental favorite, Overboard, and then Escape from Los Angeles.
Yeah. That's great. Team, I'm putting it at number 3.
Whoa. Wait. Are you bumping The Thing down?
I'm bumping the thing down.
That's
Okay.
a bad call, but okay.
We have reckonings
Settle
for
down.
a reason. It's also above Escape from New York. Look, it's still 4 out of 5 Carpenter. You can't go wrong.
I mean, yeah. I would never. You couldn't point a gun at me and have me bump the thing for Escape from LA.
It's okay.
But that's my list.
I think. Well, hear me out. I do put rewatchability into the factor here. So The Thing is firmly a one time a year, very specific time of year kind of movie for me. But I could
fair.
put Escape from LA on whenever.
That's actually why Stargate is below Escape from LA. Stargate I like a lot. And Stargate was like a big deal for me when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I don't think that I would like on a average afternoon when I have some time to kill and I'm like, whatever, doing a project or like hungover and want to lay on the couch and watch a movie or whatever the case may be, I think it would be this one before Stargate. I don't think Stargate is a, watch that often kind of movie, but this is a fun one to have on in the background.
Yeah, that's exactly kind of my thought about this. This is so goofy. Anybody could come in and start watching this, and I think they would maybe have a good time if it was just like if it was on. And that's what that's actually really kind of what I love about it. I feel like my top 3 are the embodiment of that. Like start that movie and someone walks in at any scene during Big Trouble, Tango and Cash, or Escape from LA, and they're like, what the fuck are we watching here? What is this?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of love that.
I mean, honestly, if you had to ask one type of movie that is my favorite kind of movie, it is not by genre. It is, if someone walks in the room, they're like, what is happening?
Yeah, that is a type of movie. You're right. Yeah,
that is a type of movie, and that is my type of movie.
I love that. See, I think we may have that. We may have that in common. So that's what I'm thinking here.
I mean, I think that's part of the reason why Keanu Reeves and Kurt Russell are 2 of the actors that we've chosen for these recap podcasts.
It's true.
There's a lot of wait, what is happening
what
right
the hell's
now
going on here?
in the oeuvre of both of these men.
These 2 women buried him up to his neck in his backyard? That's a knock knock reference, guys. Don't worry about that one. Don't worry about that one.
Don't worry about it. Definitely don't worry about it. Do not watch it.
I still haven't seen that movie.
Don't watch it.
Don't.
Eric, you do not.
It is not good bad. It is bad
What
bad.
a waste of
And
everyone.
trust me, I am the first person to tell everyone to go watch a bad movie if it's good bad.
Yeah. Here's me, too. Here's me saying, this movie has Ana de Armas. Stay away from it. What the hell is going on?
I just recently on social media suggested everybody go watch Fungicide, which, if you know anything about bad movies, it is terrible. It was shot on a budget of like $50 by someone who knows nothing about filmmaking.
I love this.
But the mushroom puppets are incredible.
All right. Fungicide.
The guy who has to take his medicine to keep from spontaneously combusting. There's like a lot. Anyway, I will recommend a bad movie, but I do not recommend Knock Knock. It is not worth putting yourself through.
There you go.
All right.
You heard it here, everyone.
But do see Fungicide.
We recommend Escape from LA. We do not, under any circumstances, recommend Knock Knock.
Unequivocally, we do not recommend Knock Knock. In fact, if you wanted to do me a favor as a person, one favor in your life, don't ever see Knock Knock, and I will take that as a kindness.
You'll have a spring in your step that day when someone passes over it and on demand.
I won't know why. I won't know how, but I will just be like,
lighter.
Today's a little bit better than yesterday. It's because someone chose not to watch Knock Knock.
Well, there you go. You could change someone's life, everyone. Just listen.
Just doing nothing.
By doing absolutely nothing. You have to change nothing about your behavior. Oh my gosh. Our next episode is another very exciting film. At least I think I remember it being an exciting film. It's called Breakdown.
Could not tell you one thing about it.
Never saw this
don't know what it is.
What do you think it is?
Anything. I have no idea. I assume it's an action movie.
Oh, okay.
Just because of the title plus Kurt Russell?
Yeah.
That's my assumption.
And this time period as well, right? Kind of, this was Kurt's,
yeah.
you know.
This was square in the action time frame for him, but literally nothing about what it is supposed to be.
It's interesting. All right.
Anything.
I think I
zero.
think I saw this.
I can't even picture the movie poster.
I think it might have actually been a pretty nondescript type of poster anyway. Eric, have you seen this movie?
I have not seen this movie.
Never saw Breakdown either. Okay.
Yeah. I remember like the promotion for it just didn't. I was, still looking for Snake Plissken at this point, so.
So you're like hard pass on this one.
Let me get this straight. It's a husband and wife on a road trip? That doesn't sound very exciting.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Now I know something about it.
Now you know
that I didn't
a little
before.
more than you used to know. Yeah, this poster doesn't really do it any favors. It's one of those teal and orange Johns, Kurt Russell's face. It's trisected. It's a triptych, I guess, is what we might call it. Not very memorable at all. Just a close up of his face.
Okay.
It gives nothing. I'm excited to revisit this one if I did see it, and if I didn't see it, then I'm excited to see it for the first time. So that should be great. Either way, I'm excited.
You sound like me.
Yeah.
That's a thing I would say.
It was like right in this. It's like 97. So we were.
You guys remember when I swore up and down I had never seen Constantine, and then Lindsay texted me when she was listening to the episode to be like, "You saw that in the movie theater with me."
Yeah, we dressed up for that one. You remember? No. we all
out here, guys.
we all have our moments. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I think I saw this one. Either way, that's our next episode. So you have your homework. I think we caught up to Claire and Claire's mom and Claire's family.
No way.
I think we finally caught up. The last review.
They were like a year ahead of us.
Were,
so
and
that's a real accomplishment.
Real tortoise in the hare type situation. You know what I'm saying? And this is real. They're gonna be done now that we've said this, but that's okay. That's okay. That's it. We're done. We did it. There was a full episode. We got through everything. We had Whitney back. Charles was back.
Woo-woo.
Eric was here.
Woo-woo.
Kurt Russell was discussed. Woo-woo. It's the whole enchilada.
It is. It's a whole package.
I love it.
Good stuff.
Whitney, the social media is kind of a dicey proposition these days, but where might people find and keep up with
Correct.
you?
I, like everyone else, can no longer be found on Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I deleted my account or not because I haven't logged in so long that I just I don't know. It might still be active. I might have deleted it. I definitely feel like I I thought about deleting it. I don't know if I ever actually remembered to follow through. Anyway, not on Twitter is the point. Instagram, at Whitney Nelson, Nelsen, is pretty much the only place
Okay.
that you can find me at the moment.
All right. Give Whitney a follow there. Eric, what do you got for us?
I'm still everywhere.
Yeah, you are.
And is there an exception? No, I think everywhere I am, I'm Platypus Jones. I get in on that early adoption, lock down my name early.
That's right. You don't want no name squatter taking your Platypus Jones.
Exactly.
I get it.
Yeah. Come give me a follow.
All right. Sounds great. I'm going to join Whitney. I might tweet here and there, just a random thought. But it's more, it's not a conversation anymore. It's just shouting into a void at this point, which is fine.
But if people do want a conversation, there's always the 12 and 24 Discord.
You read my mind. I'm always on that shit. So definitely sign up for that. 12and24.com/Discord. We have like a nice little community. I set up this question of the day thing. I was like, maybe I came up with 34 questions, which doesn't sound like a lot, but
That's a
it wasn't
lot
question of the day. It's
questions.
question of the week, actually. So it's like, this will get us through a little over half a year, which will be great. And it's just like, when it's not not just question of the week, but it's also people just having conversations. I was talking with Claire just today about why the next part of the Batman saga is a Penguin television show, and we were waxing intellectual about that. So, if that's the kind of thing that sounds interesting, come to the Discord.
It's definitely the best way to talk to any of us.
Yeah.
At the moment is pop on the Discord.
Right. It's super easy.
I don't even pop in there that often, but it's still the best way to get a hold of me.
There you go. See? It's like an old school chat room, If you need any more
Very much
convincing,
so.
It's like that, like an old AOL chat room kind of situation. Just with a new coat of paint. That's it. We did it. We're done. It's over. Thank you all for joining us. And in the immortal words of Jack Burton, sit tight, hold the fort, and keep the home fires burning.
Bye.
Twangy Western rock thing.
Is that what
Done.
appears in the subtitles?
That appears. I'm going to put subtitles on this episode. It's going to be great.
That made me so mad.
Yeah, they really
that they did not say surf rock in
really
the
fudged the bucket on that one.
Captions. They did. It was so clearly surf.
Mm-hmm.
They were surfing.